Are we gonna pull this off?
Yes.
What's your top speed?
20.
20?
30. It should be 50.
Can we pull this off?
No.
No? We know you had your hopes up racing in King of the Hammers, right? In the kids class and the youth?
Yeah.
And then it looked like we weren't going to be able to?
Yeah.
Well, Dave Cole, who's the organizer of King of the Hammers, says right here, she is confirmed. You're going to get to race in the biggest off-road race in the country this year. Are you excited for that?
Yes.
Yeah? So now we've got less than 2 weeks to make this happen. We're leaving in less than 2 weeks, Ems. So who's going to help me install all the stuff that we had ordered onto the UTV to make it meet the safety standards?
Me.
You are?
Where's the socks?
What are you spending your Christmas money on?
Can-Am.
Can-Am?
All right.
All
We're
right.
going to do this.
You
We're
got
going to
your
do
hands
this,
dirty.
Maddie.
I have my socks.
What do you think about M's racing in King of the Hammers?
Not to be offensive, but you're kind of slow.
That's not a Maddie. So people are probably wondering, how is Emily going to be able to race out at King of the Hammers? Well, this is the first year that they're doing this, and what they're doing is it's a subclass of the 4900 UTV class. So it's a youth class, typically from ages 12 to 17. And so how this will work is after all the 1,000 UTVs take off and go off the line, they'll wait a half an hour, and then the youth class gets to go. So hopefully the race course is pretty well clear. And the youth class will then run the first lap of the race. Now the first lap of the race doesn't usually have a ton of rocks. It's typically going up through Turkey Claw and then going out towards Cougar Buttes area and making a loop back towards Hammertown. And then after people finish lap 1, that's typically where they go out to the rock trails and all the other classes. But for this youth class, it's just running like 100 miles of desert. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun because we've never got to do something like this before. But it's not just as easy as saying, hey, we got a UTV, let's go out and race. The first thing you got to do, anybody who's interested in racing King of the Hammers, is start going through the rule books. Download the rule books. Go through it because there's all sorts of things we didn't think of. Just a few examples of that are adding race-specific seats with harnesses, making sure there's no plastic hardware anywhere on the seats, making sure it has a horn, making sure it has a winch. We had to add a winch and a horn and a rear-facing amber light. We got to put a thicker roof on it. I have to add more gusseting to the roll cage and add some uprights to the roll cage so I can put a double A-pillar on it. I've got to, there's a ton of things that we have to do. And so what we did is comb through the rule book, make a list of all the stuff we have to do from number plates, and an electrical cutoff switch. We have to add an electrical cutoff switch. So there's just all these things that we have to do in a short amount of time. Now we've been on a bit of a roller coaster for this because we heard that they were going to do a 4900 class, subclass this year. This is the UTV is the 4900 class for Ultra 4. And we heard that they were going to be doing a subclass of that, but they never came out with the rules. So we were unsure. At one point it was looking like we were going to do it. So we ordered all this stuff, but then we held off because it looked like we weren't going to be able to do it. And then just finally, just a few days ago, we got the grace from Dave Cole himself saying, we're good to go. So now what we have to do is make sure that this UTV can meet all the safety standards. So just because we got approval to race in the class doesn't mean we're guaranteed to be able to race in the class. All of this, we've got to be able to show up there, have all the right safety gear, from helmets to fire suits to gloves, neck brace, and this thing has to be able to pass Ultra 4 Tech. Now, typically, you wouldn't want a vehicle this long for racing out at King of the Hammers because this is a 4-seater Can-Am, it's pretty long. But since we're only doing a little bit of rocks in the desert loop, I think this thing's going to be just fine. And that's another thing that we had to get clarified. Is it going to be okay to race a 4-seater out there? But apparently, they say we're good to go. So we've got a ton of work to do in a short time to do it, to get this thing ready to head out to Johnson Valley, California. we've got less than 2 weeks to get all this stuff done. We have to get a new roof made. We have to add some bracing to our roll cage. We've got to add a rear light bar. We've got to put new seats and new harnesses in here. We got to finish mounting the winch. We got all these other safety items that we got to get done. What do you think? Can we pull this off?
Yeah.
Really, Maddie?
No.
No, you don't think so?
I said yes the first time.
What do you think, Ems? Are we gonna pull this off?
Yes.
This is going to be quite the challenge. I don't know. We got a lot to do here in a little bit of time. So we got to get started. Ems is gonna pull this roof off. We're gonna pull the roof off, take it to a friend's tomorrow to hopefully he's gonna cut us out a thicker roof and hopefully he can bend it up for us to match this bend. That's kind of the trick with these roofs. It's kind of like these thicker aluminum right here are real pain to bend, and you need an actual bender to do that. You need like a press brake to be able to do those sorts of things. So anyway, the girls are gonna start taking that off. I'm trying to get this winch finished up mounting. I recently put this winch plate on here. To put a winch on an X3, you have to replace the whole front bumper with the winch plate. So I happen to be doing that anyway, so I'm gonna put that winch right there.
Okay, next one. What?
Teamwork makes the dream work, girls.
Come on. Whoops.
Ems, did Maddie spill all the bolts?
You spill everything Dad trusts you with.
Is she supposed to spill all the bolts?
No.
Maddie, that's a party foul. But we'll let you do it this time. All right, Ems, good job. They got the roof off. Emily and Maddie, they only had 3 fights while doing it. Huh, Ems? Hey. Nope. First thing we do, look at these. There's 4 bolts that hold these seats in. You have to take those 4 off. And then after you get that loose, yep, so go like that. Is that the right size, first of all? Let me see this. It feels like it is here. All right, try it again. Hold it down really good. Looks like it's going. There you go. Now all 4 of those. Let's put them in this little bucket. Then hopefully Maddie won't spill the bucket this time. I'm just kidding, man. All right, Ems is working on getting the seats out. Then we're gonna have to take the safety. Yep, let's put everything into the bucket. All right, now Ems has to take the safety belts off so we can put on the good ones. This is the reason we're replacing these seats right here. So you see the seats? Well, in the Ultra 4 rules, it says there can't be any plastic components that mount the seat to the frame. And so we got these rollers right here. Yep, you see those. So as Emily has pulled this out already, this is what the seat slides on. So to be completely compliant with the rules. Now the Can-Am seats are actually pretty decent seats that they come with, but we got some nice seats that all the harnesses can go through. Now, I mean, these seats, if you actually read the rules, look like they would meet the rules. However, there is one rule that says no OEM seats whatsoever, but I don't know if that applies to the UTV division or not. I don't know. There's so many different rules. Easiest thing to do is just to get some actual race seats and get rid of these sliders. And so we got a kit that we're going to bolt in there that gets rid of these sliders. What do you think? More than that. How's this been going? You figuring all this out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell me what you learned.
And that big metal thingy goes out with the seat.
It does. It goes out with the seat. You figuring out all the wrenches and sockets and such?
Yes.
Yep. She's getting it figured out. She's getting better and better at this. She'll be welding up roll cages in no time, huh? Emily came across a nut that she can't get loose. She says she can't move it, so we're gonna teach her a little lesson in leverage. Oh, you got it.
I
Never mind. They got it. Wanted to show them a little wrench trick, but they're too quick.
What you doing, Ems?
Tightening these bolts.
What does that go to?
The seats.
The seat?
Okay. Are those the new seat brackets? Replacing the brackets we just pulled out of there?
Yes.
Why do you have to replace them?
Because the earlier seats weren't qualified.
Because?
They had a... Because they were made of plastic. They were plastic pieces down in this bracket.
That's right,
that's
because the
right.
plastic pieces, we did get that part, Liz. We got her taking those out. We got her
Good.
taking the roof off, didn't we?
Dad put you to work today?
Yeah.
Oh, or did you put Dad
The
to work?
only one who took the roof off.
I know. You get no credit, huh? Little sis gets no credit.
Little sis gets no credit.
No credit ever for little sis.
Oh, Maddie.
Hey, one more seat bracket for you.
Yep. Yay.
Please have a lock washer on there.
All right, Emily's getting the seats all prepped. We've got actual racing seats and racing sliders to go in there.
What you working on?
Here, Mom.
You're busy? You might have to hold it with one hand. And yeah, use the box end. The circle's called the box. Isn't that weird?
Kind of.
Don't hurt your hand I'll use the drill real gentle so it doesn't break your wrist, okay?
Tell that to Ems when she screwed the roof off. Which way are we trying to go?
We're trying to get it on, so we're turning it to the right. Yeah, you better be using the full gas. Em says she doesn't need to use the full gas.
What do you mean you don't need to use a full gas? You're going to use all of that 1000 cc plus the turbo.
What's your top speed?
70.
Just earlier tonight it was 20.
No, it was 10.
What's your top speed?
20.
20?
30. Should be 50 or 70.
Your top speed is 20?
Ems, it's got to be faster than 20.
That'll take you like 3 hours to do one lap. You're
No,
gonna
if
lose.
you first lap is 100 miles.
If you're
and
going 20, it'll take you 5 hours. 20 is your top speed, even in the flats. What's your top speed again?
70.
60? That's better. 60?
70 is even better.
I got it on video. She said 20.
You do 70.
What?
You're gonna need the full gas to do 70.
Does it go 100?
All right.
Gas?
So we've been working on getting the seats mounted right down around there. We had to get rid of the stock mounts and we had to modify, Liz?
Yeah, we had to modify it.
Modify the stock, well, the new mounts just a little bit, but it's all perfectly safe. What do you think, Madeline? Is Ems ready to go fast?
No. She went 30.
You don't think Ems can go fast?
No.
Ems, can you climb out of it? Can your knee fit through this?
Sis does.
What's the bar?
Race cars aren't easy to get out of, okay? Just gotta live with it.
Can you
Uncle Paul doesn't even
make
have
a removable steering wheel?
I can, but we don't have to right now. Look at Madeline. Maddie is ready. Maddie's ready to go fast, huh, Maddie?
Yeah.
To get out, you might have to practice sliding the seat back.
That's okay.
That steering
The
wheel.
seat slides back. You'll be fine. Everyone's gonna be okay.
That's
I
it.
just need it.
Let's remember the seat spacer too. We could slide that back a little. Use the seat spacer.
Okay,
Right?
cool.
How's that? Maddie's just a little low in that seat.
Yeah, your head isn't affected at all. It reason that's there.
Just like that. Huh, Maddie?
Yeah.
Maddie likes to go fast. I don't like the slow rock crawling, do you, Maddie?
No.
Is that true? Are you a race car driver, Maddie?
I want to be.
You want to be? Well, you can be anything you want to be. What do you think?
You should leave the roof off. Might be a little easier to get out.
Well, that's not how the rules work, huh? Getting that brand new Em's brand new seat all dirty.
It's gonna.
it's gonna get real dusty.
What you working on, Em?
The wiring for the light bar.
Wiring for the light bar? Who's doing the work?
Me.
You are? Who's the boss?
Dad.
Dad's the boss? And you're the employee? Do you get paid well?
Yes.
Oh, and money?
No.
No money? What do you get paid in?
Being able to race.
That's cool.
Ems, you ready? You gotta hide these wires. See this? You gotta hide all these wires. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna zip tie them right here. One zip tie right there. Little pro
Your
zip.
little helper.
My pro zip tire.
Yeah.
Look at that. And then I'm gonna show her how to cut them off properly too. And not leave a sharp thing that cuts your hand times. All right, another one right here.
You making your 4-seater or 2-seater, Ems? Yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, that one went flying.
Ding, I got it right here.
Hey, you gonna wear those purple earmuffs in the race?
I don't think you'd be allowed to have these in the race.
You think you're gonna wear those earmuffs?
They won't fit with the helmet.
They'll match your space suit.
Hey, you got full.
Do you think it'll be scary because Ems is going too fast?
No. She's gonna go too slow.
She's going too slow?
Why do you think she's gonna go too slow? Huh, Maddie?
So you
She's
would,
only drove the Can-Am in low range.
so you wouldn't be
and her
scared at all?
Limit is 20.
Uh-oh.
This jungle gym, Ems? Is that your new jungle gym?
Jungle M's. So what we're doing is we got to install a horn. So we're putting this little switch. It's going to go through there. Right here, we installed our switch for the rear strobe. Oh, it poked through. You got it. Okay, now, yep, slowly, perfect. That was perfect. Good job. All right, Ems, let's hear what the horn sounds like.
Do you like it?
Let me switch the wires and see if that changes anything. All right, try it again. Same thing. Hopefully that's loud enough, huh, Ems? I thought it'd be louder. We're coming through the rule books right now, and we still got to get like all of our helmets, neck braces, fire suits, all that kind of stuff sorted out. So Lydia's got the rule book right here. We're highlighting everything, making sure that we're going to order the right stuff. Have any luck?
I'm looking for SFI underwear for Ems.
You never know until you have to start like digging through these rules just how many different things there are. It's like, wow, it really gets down into the weeds. So just exploring some different helmet options and stuff here too. And yeah, the safety stuff is pretty intense. It's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing, but it's a lot of groundwork trying to get all this figured out, so we're just going to keep chipping away at this.